Hi, my name is Aditya Chandra, and in this video, we will look at an example of aggregation framework in MongoDB to find the count of tourists from different parts of France, and also we will try to find 5 groups based on the tourists' total expense such that each group has similar count of tourists. So first, we'll go to Mongo Shell to see the list of our databases, and the command for that is show databases. So the data for tourists is stored in a database called MSC_DA. So we'll go into the database using the use command, and once we have switched to our database, we can see the list of our collections using show collections. So the data is in a collection named tourist. So let's take a look at the documents within this collection, and for that we'll use db.tourist.find.pretty. Now this gives a look into the documents stored in this collection. We can see that a typical document contains fields like ID, first name, last name, the address, the nationality, the gender, the birth year, status, telephone number, email address, special needs, pay method, the interests, their favorite destination for that tourist, and their spending details. For example, how much they spend on travel, accommodation, food, etc. There is another field called social media, which gives details of their Facebook and Instagram sites, and a Twitter details, which shows their account name, their number of followings, and number of followers. Now that we have taken a look into the data, let's see the aggregation framework that can get the information mentioned at the start of the data of this video. So the aggregation framework for that looks like this. Here, the match stage selects those documents where the nationality is French, since we want details of tourists who have their nationality French. And the facet stage, it represents the output of the previous stage with a new aspect according to the different facet conditions, or we can say that it supplies additional filters and categorizations to analyze the output. In our case, the first facet condition here shows that the address in France with the count of tourists having that address in descending order. And the next facet condition, it creates 5 automatic buckets based on the total expense of spending on travel, accommodation, and food combined, represented under total expense. And when we run this framework, we see that different addresses in France are arranged in decreasing order of the count of tourists, and we have created 5 groups of total expense in having a similar count of tourists. So this is how we can use the aggregation framework of MongoDB to get the count of tourists in each address within France, and to find out 5 groups having similar count of tourists based on their total expense. Thank you.